Okay, so we're talking today about how we are carrying weight that we don't have to carry. A lot of my physical weight was due to what I felt I had to carry, and whoo, that was a lot. That was a lot. I had the pressure that I believe just happened as a learned behavior. There are agreements that we pick up of who we think we have to be. And the weight that I felt that I had to carry was so heavy. I remember thinking like, if I don't carry it, who else will? I remember thinking that I couldn't drop the ball. No one would catch me, no one would support me, and um, just trying to dot every I and cross every T, and it was just trying to be the perfect person, just trying to be that, the perfect wife, trying to be the perfect mom, try to be the perfect uh, career that I dove into. Just tried to be perfect at everything and never feeling enough. That was one of the things that I carried, just the weight of that. And it was too much to carry. Imagine that. Just saying that to yourself. Can you imagine that? Just think about that. Think about what you tell yourself. It has to get done. If I don't get, think about how you're speaking that back to yourself. Just say that out loud. Say the things that if you're carrying weight, or if you're hard on yourself, or if you're beating up yourself, or you're putting things on yourself, say that out loud and see how that sounds. See how that feels. That's what you're speaking back to your heart. That's what you're speaking back to you. That's what you're speaking back to. How in the world are you having a healthy relationship if you are the one speaking that back to yourself? How are we having a good relationship with our food? How are we having a good relationship with our finances if what we are carrying, if how we are relating to ourselves is heavy, if how and what we are speaking back to ourselves is not kind, if how and what we are speaking back to ourselves is not graceful, if how and what we are speaking to ourselves is just too heavy. And I get it, it was a learned behavior. But it's time to release that weight. You don't have to carry it, and it's a matter of you simply choosing. It's a matter of you choosing. I know it might not seem easy, but you can function in life and still get your responsibilities done, or the things that you're functioning and flowing in life. You can get them done without carrying the burden. And if you're carrying a burden, it is time to release it, because your body is not wired to carry it. So if your body is not wired to carry that, why are you carrying it? You have to decide and you have to choose. What is it that I am carrying that is too heavy for me to carry? And what is it that I am willing to release and relinquish over? I have found that when I was willing to relinquish and release those things over, that's when I receive more abundance. That's when I received more healing. That's when I received more love. That's when I was able to see things clearly. But we can't see if we're carried with so much baggage and luggage and other stuff. We got to be able to release and let that stuff go. But we can't release it. It cannot be released if we aren't willing to release it. If you notice in all of my videos, what I'm saying is our ability to choose, to decide, to choose, to decide, to change. That's what it requires. At the end of the day, to be tired enough to choose and to be willing to release weight that you are no longer wired to carry. So sitting with oneself, and if you are ready, you would say, what is the weight that I have been carrying that my body is saying is too wired to carry? What am I resorting to food-wise as a regular, everyday thing to keep myself coddled, to keep myself feeling safe? What am I running to that is like a coping mechanism, but after that, I am back to that same heavy weight feeling? What am I overly consuming in? What am I ignoring? Yeah. These are the things that we are running from ourselves. And being willing to give ourselves the permission to set ourselves free. So asking yourself the question, what am I willing to release and let go of? What internal baggage, what internal weight am I carrying that's too heavy? And how am I going to create a light feeling? How am I going to release the load so that I can walk in freedom? You do know that you can live in this world, do the things that you do, right? With a different countenance, with a different posture, with a lightful heart. So you can step back into the same situation, right? If there's something that is quote unquote out of your control, right? You can get back into the situation, but yet have a different posture and have a different heart and how you show up in that situation. Am I clear? Because this is about you. This is about you. Everything goes back to you. So what weight are you willing to release on today to free yourself?